Because treason is not something to be entered into lightly, the UNESCO lifelong education model is being implemented through deception by subversive agents. The common term for these subversives is change agent. The change agent is a person who facilitates or brings about a planned change or series of changes in society. In the beginning, the planned results are known only to the agents themselves. These agents, usually working with groups of people, use sophisticated methods to dupe the unsuspecting into believing that the desired changes are indeed the group's original idea. In other words, change agents are nothing more than elaborate con artists working as social engineers of public opinion. In 1973, the U.S. Office of Education, preparing to implement the UNESCO model, was instrumental in publishing Training for Change Agents, written by Havelock and shown here in exhibit number 68. This book details the roles and methods of change agents. Beginning in 1975, federal grant money funded the training of the first 500 recruits in 20 colleges and universities across the country. Since then, hundreds of thousands of change agents or facilitators have moved into the schools to act as covert agents of the United Nations. As with any covert espionage mission, the true purposes and goals driving educational restructuring are revealed only on a need-to-know basis. Thus, it becomes easy to fool people into joining subversive activities that will lead to the implementation of the UNESCO model. Using trite phrases, emotionally charged buzzwords, redefined terminology, and outright fraud, these change agents have deceptively recruited other teachers, administrators, school board members, site-based council members, legislators, business people, and even parents into their confederacy of traitors. Perhaps the most widely used method of facilitating or brainwashing the new recruits is the policy Delphi technique developed by the Rand Corporation in the 1940s. The Delphi is a group or team approach used to build a false consensus, or, as confirmed by research, groupthink. The stages of the team-building process that are prerequisite for achieving groupthink have been clearly and thoroughly explained by Gene Mayeroff, a senior fellow of the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, found in this April 1992 issue of Kaplan, entered here as exhibit number 69. Mayeroff explains that the potential team members should participate in a retreat or seminar where they can be exposed to cutting-edge ideas that will be central to changes that they seek to pursue. Further, Mayeroff says that individual members must go through a series of experiences designed to bond them into a team. To the greatest extent possible, the team is insulated from outsiders until this bonding is achieved and true brainwashing can begin. The brainwashing of the Delphi technique systematically inhibits open discussion and stifles disagreement with the facilitator of the group. If a member of the team tries to disagree with group decisions, subtle pressure in the form of disapproval is exerted by other members of the team. If subtle disapproval fails to control the dissenter, stronger efforts are made to at least limit the extent of his deviation, making him a domesticated dissenter. If these efforts fail, the dissenting member is ostracized and ultimately expelled from the group. Using this coercive approach, dissenting teachers are threatened with job loss, non-conforming committee members are replaced, discordant parents are silenced at PTA meetings, and resistant community members are summarily dismissed at school board meetings. The Delphi technique is so powerful with regard to creating groupthink that individual team members will agree to things they know to be unethical, immoral, or false rather than go against the group. To salve his conscience, the individual bonds more tightly to the group, and the team's powerful influence over him is increased. Once groupthink is firmly established, These change agents are then indoctrinated in the use of 3 strategies for change laid out in UNESCO's lifelong education model. The 3 tactics are: 1, the rational empirical approach, which attempts to convince people intellectually, but which UNESCO says is the least likely to be effective. 2, the normative approach, which plays on people's emotions and sentiments. This emotional re-education of large sections of the adult population will be likely in the future, according to UNESCO experts. Number 3, the coercive approach, which uses the allocation of authority, power, or financial resources to convince people that they have more to gain by supporting reforms than opposing them. Thus equipped, the change agents manipulate public policy through mass media, social action, in-service training seminars, principal and administrator internship programs, PTA meetings, and community forums, then pompously declare that the decision is a grassroots mandate from the people. The change agents or facilitators and all those who are contributing to restructuring of education are guilty of treason for aiding and abetting, whether by stealth and deception or intent and design, the enemies, UNESCO and the International Bureau of Education.